Welcome, all you learners, to this exclusive live session today, where you get to catch up with all the great learning experts on one session. Hope all of you are keeping safe through the pandemic. Today, being the last day of the year 2020, we thought of bringing something special for all of you. And here we are. So, I'm Sohini Doshi. I'll be hosting the show for you today, and it's going to be a really fun and interactive session with all the experts on the panel. I'm going to have a heart to heart conversation with all of them, and we are going to also discuss and talk about their experience and journey so far with great learning. So, on the expert panel, we have Sampriti Banerjee, we have Dharani Akela, Faizan Parvez, Anirudh Rao, and Ritik Raj. I'll allow each one of them to actually introduce themselves for all of you. So, stay tuned and hope you enjoy this session. Let's have an introduction from all you guys. Let's begin with Dharani.
Thank you, Sony, for the introduction. So, folks, I believe if you have seen my videos on data science and Python, you would know me. And it's been really pleasant working at Great Learning and teaching all of these courses with data science students. And all the love that we get from all of the is absolutely amazing. And all of the courses that we record and live sessions that we take, it's actually for you folks. And we look forward to taking more of these live sessions on a regular basis. So thank you very much, all of the attendees, for the constant love and support that you give us. So I guess we'll start with we'll go on to Ritvik then, if you can proceed with your introduction.
Hey, thank you, Sohini, and thank you, Varani, for this chance. Okay, so hey guys, I welcome you all to this session. And yes, as Sohini said, it will be a fun and interactive session. As you can see, we all experts are smiling, and you don't know what is going to happen in another 1 hour. So be ready for that. And yeah, so for me, my name is Ritvik, and it was a great overall experience. You must have watched my video, not much, but three or four. And I hope you will be consistently watching my videos and our videos, our expert videos. And thank you so much for attending all the live sessions and putting all the hundred and thousands of doubts which you're keeping. So thank you so much. Over to Anirudh.
All right, thank you so much, Ritvik. So, all my dear colleagues, my friends, everyone, whoever is tuned in from all across the globe, welcome to this really fun roundtable discussion. You're going to meet all of our subject matter experts here at Great Learning. My name is Anirudh Rao, and I'm sure and I hope you have watched the content that we put out. It's always an exciting thing to connect with all you dear learners. You ask so many interesting questions, you ask such intriguing doubts where we do have to go back and find new methods to teach you guys. So it's always an absolute pleasure to be teaching you all, and of course to be a part of the great learning ecosystem as well. So back to you, Soini.
All right, we are yet to get Faizan and Sampriti's introduction.
So Sampriti, you can start.
Yeah. So, hey everyone, this is Shampriti from Great Learning, and it's a really pleasant journey with Great Learning to teach all of you guys and getting lots of doubts from you. And I tried my level best to solve those doubts. Thank you for all the supports, and thank you so much. Keep watching, and over to you, Faizan.
Thank you so much. So guys, it has been a while, 5 minutes. We didn't get any confirmation if we are audible. Is everything okay? So it will be better. In the meanwhile, you can give me a confirmation, all of us a confirmation that you guys can hear us properly or not. So I am Faizan. I am basically the data structures and algorithms expert here. And obviously you might have seen my videos on JavaScript and all those things. So it has been a great experience and great learning, and I am enjoying a lot with you guys being by my side, obviously. So thank you so much, and over to you, Sohini. Let's start this session.
That was a great introduction. I hope all of you guys got to meet our experts. So now that the introductions are over, let's begin with the actual conversation. So all you experts, right? Let's hear it one by one from all of you. So, how was your experience of how has your experience of spreading knowledge so far through great learning been like? You could probably mention any memorable or special experience as well. during your journey with great learning? Let's start with Faizan.
So the most memorable thing in terms of getting into these live sessions, this was very much new to me, obviously. So and interacting with you guys, getting the good feedback and all those things was a great learning curve for me and a great experience as well. So that was the most, what you say, the most complicated thing. I was not a part of these things earlier, where in my earlier organization, but yes, it has been fun with being with you guys and seeing you writing all those comments in the chat section and improving on whatever we are teaching and all those things. So yeah, that was one of the thing that I it was a learning curve for me, this thing. So Bharini can start now.
Yes, Bharani, how was your experience so far with great learning?
Said great learning has been amazing. So when you talk about memorable experiences, so on a funny note, there's this comment on one of my videos which stated that I look like Indian version of Charlie Sheen. So that was a very memorable comment for me. Yeah, and so on a serious note, my experience in great learning has been really, really amazing. The team over here, the seniors over here, my peers, all of them are all absolute, absolute best to work with. So also, I'm looking forward to work on more topics with all of my colleagues and keep churning out as much information as possible to all of the attendees on a regular basis. So I guess Ritvik, we can proceed with you.
Yeah. So my experience with great learning was really, really nice because the kind of comments which I'm getting, the kind of questions which I was getting, like I just remember one scenario in which one of my student was asking one question that I am a fresher and I want to start learning web development. And I don't know why I was just leaving that question behind. I was not able to see that question. And she was pinging it literally 1,000 times, like, please answer this, please answer this, please. So I can see the enthusiasm, like how they are, stick to us and they're asking questions like they want answers desperately. So really kudos to that, guys. Thank you so much for, understanding us and getting the answers from us. So thank you so much for great learning also, and it was really a great experience. All the comments, all the live sessions, thousands of people, 2,000 of people watching us daily. It's really great. Over to Sampriti.
Okay, so with great learning, it's obviously a awesome journey. And when we talk about the special experience, yeah, this is very first time I'm doing this live session and facing the camera with the learner. It's really like first of all I was like, oh my god, I cannot do that. But the support I get from the learners and they keep on asking questions. Like every time I took a live session, there are lots of engagement. This is something I really like, and they actually value our answers and they try to contact me personally over LinkedIn. So this is something really makes me feel happy that whatever I'm trying to deliver, they're actually taking it very seriously. And I just hope that I can give more. And thank you, and this is a really great journey with great learning. Over to Faizan. I mean, already. Sorry, over to Anirudh then.
Yes, Anil.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you, Sampriti. It's again, it's been a superb journey. Now, when you think about learning, it has such a huge impact on all of our lives, right from the start till our end. Right now, with great learning, interacting with all you audience, as always, you guys are amazing. You never cease to amaze us with all of your questions. Now, one important thing, one scenario which I absolutely loved was when I got a genuine testimonial from a couple of people saying, hey, whatever you are teaching or whatever all the subject matter experts here teach, it's truly making an impact on my life. Now, when you have a learner tell something like this, and you know whatever you teach, the value of your time, the value of their time, it's being appreciated thoroughly, and they get back to you saying, hey, using your teaching, we did get to maybe close an interview. We got a better exposure. We know how to answer interviews, or we know these concepts, and we have an edge over the competition right now. This makes me really happy happy because based on your feedback, based on what you guys tell us, I mean that's literally how we take it up. We take all your feedback really close to us and we learn upon it. We deliver better content every single day here at Great Learning, and I think that's something amazing that we do. And when I joined this prestigious organization as well, that is something that amazed me from the first day itself. Equal amazement from the audience because you guys are thoroughly entertaining. You guys learn amazingly well. When we ask questions, you guys jump to the comment section and give us the answers, and there's a slight competition there as well. So I'm absolutely loving this. Back to you, Sohini. Let's have a more fun conversation.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much, Anirudh, and thanks everyone for sharing your journey and experience with Great Learning so far. So, for all of you who are new to the channel and to this live session, let me tell you that Great Learning Academy actually started in March this year, especially during the pandemic, with the goal of course, enabling any one of you, be whether you're a fresher or you're straight out of college or a working professional, to basically give you an opportunity to upskill yourself and get access to hundreds of free courses on our platform. And these courses are basically, they range from a variety of high demand domains. Now, also through these upskillings, of course, you get an option to earn a free certificate on completion of all of these courses, right? And when we started, we were at about just 30 courses, and now we have gradually grown to about 200 plus courses right now on our platform. And this might interest you, but we have about 7 lakh students who have registered on our platform for all of these courses. So if you haven't, go ahead and visit Great Learning Academy right away. Register yourself and enroll for courses of your choice. The YouTube channel, I also wanted to tell you a bit about that. Our YouTube channel actually, something on all of your live right now, has about 10 million plus learning hours. And actually, we have learners from over 160 countries watching all our videos and live sessions. So we have lots of tutorials and we have short courses and videos, and of course our live sessions that you come and visit from all the experts on our channel. And when you watch our recorded YouTube videos that we have on our channel, you will find that there are some links on the description to all of these videos. So after watching these videos, you can directly click on these links and land on relevant course pages on Great Learning Academy, where you can visit and enroll these courses for these courses. And after completion of the courses, you'll get your free certificates. All right. So now let's get back to our subject matter experts again, and let's ask them some interesting questions. So, guys, what was your first impression like of knowing each other while working here? More so virtually, because I think a lot of us have joined during the pandemic and on work from home situations. So, what has been your first impression of knowing each other like? Let's begin with Bharani. Let's hear from you first.
Sure. So I'll actually start off with Anirudh. So I've known Anirudh for a really long time. So normally, whenever he gets bored, so he just comes and sits beside me and just stares at me so that we can have any sort of conversation. So that was, and normally whenever we are bored, so we have a lot of conversation, a lot of different topics. Anirudh is a really, really fun person to work with as well, and is one of the most hyperactive people I know, and that is in a really good sense. So he's always looking forward to work, and he's also one of those few people who looks forward to a Monday. So he's also extremely hyperactive on Mondays, which is really awesome to know. So next, Sampriti. So Sampriti is again someone who I believe is really, really hardworking. So whatever tasks are given to her, she makes sure that there is no delay with respect to what is given to her, and make sure all of those deadlines are fulfilled properly. And also sometimes I feel that you maybe sort of feel shy to speak with a lot of people, so maybe you can interact with us a lot more. And then we've got Faizan over here. So Faizan again is our DS and algo expert. So if you need anything to learn from with respect to coding, or if we need anything that is happening in the tech industry, Faizan is the go-to person. So again, Faizan also is a bit shy. So maybe you need to speak with Anirudh more. He will teach you how to be more hyperactive. I guess all of us need to take lessons from Anirudh on how to be more hyperactive. That would be fun. And Ritvik again. So we've got few conversations, and it was really good to speak with you. So we bonded on the chess thing, and actually looking forward to play a chess game with you sometime. So
Same here.
probably this weekend we'll play a chess game.
Sure, sure.
And
Okay.
Sumini, our host, she's actually a really, really wonderful manager. And I keep bugging her a lot. So whatever ideas I have, whatever queries I have, I keep bugging her on a regular basis. And I feel sometimes she might get annoyed, but she doesn't really show it. So that's good for us. So yeah, folks. So this was, my take on all of my colleagues. So I'll hand over the baton to Ritvik then. Your opinion on us.
Okay. So, seriously, we have not, had conversations like more with all of these guys, and many of the trainers who are here, many of the SMEs who are here, they are very senior to me. Now, I won't be taking names, obviously. So, but then also, let's start with Faizan because I first talked to Faizan, and he is such a guy, who has to come to, comedy nights or something. Because when he's my guys, I don't know if you have seen his live sessions. I don't know he is laughing at that time or not, but when he's laughing, suddenly if you'll see him laugh, you will also laugh. So that's one thing which I love him, about him. About Anirudh, um, I want to learn how you talk, the energy which you have when you talk. It's like, even if I'm sleeping, even if I'm tired, I'll get up. So Bharani is also saying the same thing. So it's there in you. I don't know how it's there in you, and I want to learn from you. Coming to Sampriti, we have not talked much, but when I saw you the first time, I was thinking that you must be knowing something about IT and software. But coming to know that you are working in data scientist as a data scientist and a ML and AI. I mean, I really want to learn all these things from you. I really want to sit with you for 2 to 3 hours and learn everything from you. And coming to Bharani, I don't know. It's like fan following and everything is there. So when I didn't join Great Learning, I was watching Great Learning videos. I was a true fan of Bharani. And when I was, yeah, yes. So when I saw the videos of Bharani, I don't know, Anirudh, sorry, I have not watched any videos of yours. But when I saw Bharani videos, it was like 42K, 46K, 50K views. And looking at you, and I'm already in, um I want to meet you in person. So I want to go to Bangalore and I want to meet you. I want to, handshake with you and hug you because I'm a true fan of yours. So all are great. And guys, these are not only the 5 people or 6 people we have. We have a lot of people, who are in the back end. So all thanks to those people also. I won't take names, but surely thanks to all of you. Sohini, uh, you are a true friend for all of us. It's not a manager thing, but it's kind of a true friend. Whenever I am in any difficulty, you are there. Anytime it's 7 o'clock p.m. and 8 p.m., you are there. So thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's all about what is my experience with all of them. Uh,
All right, who's going
Coming to
next?
Faizan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, the guys who help us in delivering those live sessions and all those recording sessions, right? Those are very important, right? And coming back to the team, so Ritvik is a guy who can talk a lot. He will talk, 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 and he won't stop. So not in that way, but yeah, he has always an opinion about things. That is very good. About Ritvik and Bharani, I haven't. Obviously I have seen your videos, obviously, but it seems that he's one of he's having a kind of a dual personality. He seems to be strict, but he's not. Yes, when you talk with him, you get to know him, and you then see, okay, that there's a different side of Bharini. Coming back to Sampriti, me and her joined at the same time. We joined at the same time, almost same time. So yeah, it was kind of a similar learning curve for both of us. So I feel you and you feel me, right? Yes, exactly. So coming Anirudh, yes, I agree with Ritvik. The way you talk and you are much, very much energetic in, and Bharani rightly said, a Monday guy. I agree with that. So and Sohini, I do ask a lot of questions. I know. So but it is all part of a learning curve for me as well. So I thank you all of you and the guys who make us do these kind of live sessions as well. So thank you so much. And I will shift it to Sampriti.
Thank you, Faizan. So I will start like talking about you. So we actually joined at the very same time. So whatever the problem we face, so I used to call him and I was like, "What to do?" And he's like, "It's fine. We will figure it out something and we will do that." And yeah, when I joined, I got lots of supports from Bharini as well. He was the one who used to say like. I just asked him so many nonsense questions that how to do that. Do I need to write something? And he always there and always give me the answers. And for Anirudh, I didn't talk about Anirudh, but yeah, he has always a super active nature, and I really like it. And whenever you feel sleepy, you're like, no, I don't want it. And then also he's like come up with the some kind of an idea, and you were like, okay, I can listen to it right now. So it's like that. And Ritik, yes, I really do like your sessions. I saw your sessions, and they're really interactive, and maybe I also learned few things from your sessions, right? And coming back to Sohini, and she's the awesome manager, I can say. Anytime I have any doubt, just a call away. And she always help us a lot with her lots of ideas. And thank you. So yeah, over to Anirudh.
All right, thank you so much. It feels so nice to be listening to all of you all talk about each other because we haven't met. Now 2020 has been so different to all of us. It's weird in a way, but we're learning so many different things. Probably if we were all at office, we wouldn't be this excited to see each other and have fun all the time. But I mean honestly, right? Now we just look at each other and we're like, hey, let's meet. We wanna of course all in good time, all in when things get safe. Now even before we talk about all the individual subject matter experts out here, one thing that I have noticed about everyone, be it Ritvik, Faizan, Barney, Soini, Sampriti, one important thing is that they genuinely want to solve the problem. It's not like teaching or mentoring as a job, but you just ping them about a problem regarding maybe data science, AI, cloud computing, whatever it is domain, right? They will genuinely give you their time, they will genuinely give you their efforts into solving it. I think it's more of a passion, I think it's more of a drive from the inside that makes all of these guys experts that they are, right? Everyone out here, and we are backed by an amazing team. Again, as Faizan mentioned, we are put up on the screen, but behind the screen is where I think I would say the magic happens, because without that, this would, not be possible. Right now, coming to each individual SME, I'll just be quick. I think I'll have to start with Barney first, because this is he's one of these guys. As he said, whenever we used to get bored, we just pull the chairs together, sit and talk about the most random thing you can ever converse about. And he's one of these guys who's gonna ping you at 2 a.m. and ask, hey, do you want to play chess? I mean, who would want to play chess at 2 a.m. when you're sleeping, right? So I mean, he's a guy, he has a huge fan base. It's not just fan base, as I told you, there's no fandom out here. It's all about experts. We are pouring everything that we have to make sure that you guys get on to wherever you have to, right? So Bernie is a really fun guy. He knows a lot. He knows a lot more than he talks, that is one thing for sure. And coming to Sampriti, even before I joined the organization, when I was closely watching all the videos that Great Learning was putting up, Beat, Sampriti, and even Faizan, these guys do an amazing job at actually catering to the solution. Now, you can answer a question to a problem just as an answer, but to genuinely give out a solution which would mean so much to the learner, that is something that these guys do. And it amazes me that they do it for every question. Even though, if you have watched live sessions of either Samprati, Faizan, or Ritvik, or any one of us for the matter, right? We get bombarded with questions. Now, sometimes we do have to pause the session that we are teaching about just to cater to the questions, right? Now, if you just go on with the session and you don't answer the questions, you're not doing justice to the time of the learners. Let's be honest. And these guys, whenever I used to watch them long ago as well, right from then till now, they have this common pattern of actually solving problems, and that amazes me. And then coming to Sohini, Sohini is really, really fun to work with, right? I mean, we both we slow down our speeches so everyone else can understand us, or else we speak pretty rapidly. And if you need help, right, be it any domain, she's there. If your throat is not fine, she's gonna be there for that too. That is a fun instance that happened recently, right? Now, coming to Ritvik and me joined on the same day here. Seeing the progress that Ritvik is making is absolutely amazing. The amount of engagement you get with your learners, the amount of people that reverberate with your content, and that they're content with your content, right? So that is something pretty amazing. And Faizan has always, I think you have an amazing fan base, but you're shy to talk about it. Let's be honest here, right? Because it's just super fun to see you guys. Of course, all of us to just be interacting with learners, give it everything we have, and they're just it almost becomes a conversation. Now, if you watched our videos closely, it's never like we in a classroom or something teaching the people over YouTube or wherever it is, right? It's almost like a conversation that happens if the learners were in front of us. That is what that never fails to amuse me with this team, especially. So back to you, Soini.
Awesome, awesome. I think that was a great interaction with each of us. So now switching to a slightly more serious conversation. So let's hear from you guys now about the world of online education these days, right? So how do you guys think the world of online education has really evolved over the past few years, and especially now, right, during the pandemic? So do you think like people can really effectively learn online versus classroom coaching? What do you think? What are your thoughts, Anirudh, on this?
Sony, so I think it's a very important thing to discuss because it's a paradigm shift in how people are learning. Right from basics. Now, if you look at how education, the basic classroom, getting into a classroom and learning, has almost become a thing of the past, to be very honest with you. Of course, all the universities are still open, everyone's heading to their classroom, they're bunking classes, of course, the most important thing. But now, when you're thinking about the sector of online education, it is just the convenience that nothing else can beat. You're at the comfort of your home, you're touring wherever you are, whatever you're doing, at whatever time of your convenience, right? You get to learn from experts who are sitting across the globe. Now, with a classroom, with an actual classroom, there is a slight disadvantage that the professor or the expert probably must be, of course, in the same city, must be free at the same time as you all are. That adds a little bit of an inconvenience for me. I mean, of course, being gone through years and years of education, it definitely helped me get to here. But if I were to do it again, I would definitely check the online route out, because the amount of impact, the amount of concise, densely packed information you get over, the time, over your convenience, and I think, Soini, it's an online classroom itself, right? Because when you have live instructors teaching you, if people have a doubt, they just raise the doubts, and the questions get answered right then and there. So the ability of the learner to just sit in front of a computer, have a good internet connection, and take away a wealth of knowledge which then they can use to change the world is something that I have been an absolute fan of right from the start of my career until now. The world of online education, the world of edtech, it just never ever fails to amuse me. So, Barney, what is your take on this, buddy?
Sure. So, as I've discussed about this in the previous podcast as well, I got into the field of data science because of online education. So, in your fourth year of engineering, you have to do this major project. And now, not every engineering student does the project by himself or herself. People normally copy it, or people actually buy these projects. So I thought, I mean, instead of actually spending money on buying a project, let me actually learn something. So I enrolled for this online course, which was in the field of data science. And this was in third year of engineering. I had no idea about data science at all. And that online course has changed my life. Now, so during that time, all that I had knowledge of was C, C++, and Java, which absolutely wasn't enough. Now, through that online course, I came across these new languages such as R and Python. I learned about the different concepts of data science and machine learning. And when I had finally done this major project, which was quite simple, so at max it would have around 100 to 150 lines of code, but no one knew this language called as R. No one knew that you could make these beautiful visualizations with this language called as R or Python. So, yeah, online education has actually changed my life, and it definitely has the potential to have a big, big impact on whoever who would want to upskill, especially during this time of pandemic. And I believe during this time of pandemic, if you want to upskill, you have a lot of online courses. Go ahead and learn as much as possible. So that would be my opinion. So
Sure.
now I'll pass it on to Ritvik.
Yeah. So, see, guys, there's this word, new normal. This is the new normal, okay? Now, in which world we are right now, 2020, we have seen what all things happen, right? And we have to be like this. We have to, go with this. So, online education is now more important. It was important previous years also, like 2017, 2018. But right now, 2020 has given a, it's a boom now. So I'll quickly give you three major importance of having an online education. The first one, it's flexible, as Anirudh said, that you can sit in around any corner of the world and you can learn anything. So that is one thing. It is flexible. The second one is accessibility, right? The same word, but again, uh, it's not a classroom or some college classrooms that you have to sit for 8 hours and lecture is going on, you're getting bored and you're discussing with your friend that let's go for a for some chai and coffee. You can't do that, right? So whenever you want, whenever you are feeling that now this is the great time, I can just open my YouTube channel and I can learn something from YouTube. That's great, right? That's really great. And I have learned most of the languages from YouTube because I don't believe in, pen and copy and writing something stuff. I always learn anything from YouTube. So, your best friend is not your best friend actually. It's Google and YouTube right now. So as you can see, the online education, that is what is, it's doing. The third point which I want to mention here is it's cost effective. It's really, you don't have to even spend too much, as Anirudh again said, just an internet connection. That also you don't need a full broadband or something, right? So a quite good internet connection, which in which you can open YouTube. You guys must be opening YouTube to listen to some songs and all, right? So why don't you think that great learning YouTube channel will not open and you can't see the videos? It will, right? So that's how it happened. It is happening. And again, I'll say the same word is the new normal, guys. Understand? Okay. Over to Faizan. What do you think?
So before you start, Faizan, on that note, one quick question that I actually wanted to take from the live chat that one of our learners, Nanika, has actually posted a question here saying, can anyone really learn Python online? Bharani, do you want to respond to that?
Definitely. So, see, now whenever you're learning online, the best part is all of this content, this is pre-planned, especially the content which we prepare. A lot of thought goes into it. So the Python video which we have created from our side, we have made sure that everyone who is not from a technical background or a coding background can start off from the total basics. So it start off from the scratch, and from there you go on to the advanced level as well. So this is the best part about online education. And most of these are structured in a very proper way so that your learning is optimum. So let's say if it's a 5 hour video, the 5 hours which you invest over here are totally worth it. So the answer would be absolutely yes. Not just Python. If you'd want to learn maybe full stack development, cloud computing, or whatever domain it is, you can just go to that video, look at the agenda, and if you think this is what you'd want to learn, just start learning. As simple as that.
I think that's a very important piece of advice. Thanks, Bharani. And over to you, Faizan. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's effective for learners to learn online?
Yes, definitely. There's one thing almost Bharani, Anirudh, and Ritvik has said a lot. There is only few things that I can say, but the one thing that comes up in my mind now, we had a video, right? We have a video. We can post questions as well, as we have a dedicated team for answering those questions, right? It is not that if you are stuck and you will be stuck there and then you have to research anywhere else to get the answers. That is not the case, right? Some questions are very good questions that we also need to think, and next time we come around and give answers to those, right? So live sessions are there. We have comment section wherein people can comment, and also there is a mentor session that is with industry experts and all those things available, right? So the field, this is getting enormous day by day. It's not that it is the same old thing, right? And all of you agree with me, well, all the things that we have right now, live sessions and the comments that people put, we do take those things seriously, right? So this is it, right? So it is evolving day by day, and it is going to be stronger day by day, not that it is going to finish once the pandemic is over. No, that will not be the case. And it is always a ease to learn at home, right, as Anirudh mentioned and Ritvik mentioned. So I will take it to now Sampriti. Now you might say something.
Yeah. So as we were talking about the online, so online classes, the first thing comes into my mind that we can explore a lot, right? So when you do a classroom teaching, there are like some stick to the point, and the teacher, what the teacher is saying, you have to do that. You have no other option. But when we do the online teaching, there are lots of things we can do. Basically, we can go for searching new things. Suppose we can get a new word, or from that we can start searching for that, and we can explore lots of new things. Suppose someone started learning Python, they don't have any idea about machine learning, right? So we do take lots of online classes, like the live session, and we talk about Python, and suppose sometimes we talk about machine learning. From there, that person get to know, okay, there is a field called machine learning and data science is also there. We can go and check that out, right? That is not the case when we do in this classroom session. Yeah, we do lots of things in the classroom sessions, but when we talk about the online, this is something, it's basically changing our life. Suppose you are the professional and you really don't have time for going for a classroom class, so that time maybe you should go for the online one, because it's maybe the time you have to invest for the only for the learning, not for the traveling. That's the big case. And when this pandemic hits, obviously we are not allowed to go out. That's the like maybe worst thing sometimes, but this is something good. You can actually invest this time for yourself to skill up yourself. And yeah, there are lots of options you will get, and the main thing is in the online you will get lots of free content, right? You can learn easily without paying a single money, right? That is something I feel really great, and this is evolving each and every day. And yep, there are lots of scopes are coming still now. From there you can learn a lot and good quality content. So the example of our Great Learning Academy, we can say, actually you can learn without paying a single penny, but you can learn the good quality content that matters a lot, right? So yeah, over to you, Soini.
Sure, sure. Very nice to hear from you, Sampriti, and everyone else as well on this. Over to actually spending a minute or two on our live chat. Look, people are
Yeah.
asking. All right. So, Khalid Bhatt says, respectfully, Soini ma'am, I'm seeing you here for the first time. Do you teach on GL? Khalid, no, I do not teach on Great Learning or on our YouTube channel. I'm actually a content manager. But I do work very closely with all our Great Learning experts here, whom you're seeing online today with us on content. All right. The next is we have somebody asking IT every level jobs for non-CAC students. Somebody like to answer that? Faizan, Ritvik? I guess Aniket wants to know what are the. Did you mean Aniket entry level jobs? Can you rewrite your question? We are not very clear on what exactly you wanted.
Yeah, actually, I was just reading the
Yeah. All right.
comment.
So Sai Sumant is asking, does Great Learning provide deep learning courses? Yes, we do, Sai. I think we have already responded to you on chat. All right. So I think that was what our experts think about online education, right? But let me take a moment to tell you all that Great Learning actually offers some of the top ranking postgraduate courses in the country. For example, the PG courses in data science and business analytics, artificial intelligence and machine learning, data science engineering, strategic digital marketing, executive PG courses in management, etc., etc. Now, some of these courses actually have ranked number one in the country for several years now, and they've actually brought in career transitions to more than 8,000 students, right? So now there are basically three types of learning models that we have in our PG courses. I'll take a minute to tell you guys about it. One is, of course, the completely online and self-paced model that we have. The other is 100% classroom, and the third is, of course, blended, where we have like a mix of self-paced and classroom sessions. Now, through these courses, you actually get taught by top-ranked faculties, from Stanford, Texas McCombs, Great Lakes, IIT Madras, and several such other prestigious universities. And then, of course, through the course, you get access to like a lot of rich learning materials from these faculties. You get an opportunity to do projects with them. You get an opportunity to do hands-on lab sessions with them, and you also get an opportunity for one-on-one mentor sessions with industry experts. Right. So, in case any of you guys are interested in our postgraduate courses, make sure you visit www.greatlearning.in and explore all our popular courses. So moving on, why don't you guys actually, some of you, tell us a bit about your individual career journeys, on how you actually became a data scientist, or an artificial intelligence or machine learning expert or a coding expert. Has this been like a natural transition, this career, a natural transition to your respective careers, or was it like some of you guys actually switched careers post your education? What was it like? I'm sure the learners would love to hear that from some of you, right? Let's begin with Thakur.
Thank you, Sony. As I've told you guys, my journey has been pretty simple, and I'm actually thankful that in my third year of engineering, I took that online course. And since that day when I had enrolled for that particular course on data science, my first job itself was as a subject matter expert in the field of data science. So, in my first job, so I was hired mostly with respect to our analytics, statistics, for those sort of things. Now, as I progressed, I started developing, initially my knowledge was only limited in the field of data science. But as I was given more opportunities, I got to learn more about deep learning, more about artificial intelligence. Then I also started working with these deep learning frameworks such as TensorFlow and Keras. So my journey has been mostly in the field of data science and AI. And the domain that I'm currently working in, or the companies that I was a part of, they had given me this opportunity to upskill myself on a daily basis. And for that, I'm really, really thankful. And that is the same over here. So, my managers, actually, our managers over here, keep encouraging us to learn new stuff every day, isn't it? I guess all of you do agree with that. So, that is the best part about great learning. So when you're actually working at an edtech industry, you're not only providing knowledge to others, but you are also learning a lot for yourself. And there is a lot of self growth. There is a lot of individual growth. And I'm very, very thankful to great learning, that I get the opportunity to upskill myself on an every day. So now again, we'll move on to Prithvik to share his thoughts.
Thank you, Bharani. So, guys, I was a software developer. So, I was developing some of the projects. I was working on some of the projects based on, Java and Python and front end and back end. So, it's a very short story that happened with me. So, I was working on some of the projects, and it was told to me that you have to deliver this project to some colleges, and I was like, that's not my work. How can I do that? And when I did that, it went so well that I got some prizes from the college itself. and from there I got promotion to to become a technical trainer. So from there my journey started, and everybody was saying that you have that particular thing that you can make understand any topic to anybody, even a kid, in a very small, in a very uh, sh- small amount of time and in a very simple way. So that made me choose this field. And as Bernie said, when you are in this field, you are not only doing your job, but you are also learning every day, every second. So that's really awesome, right? Like it's a win-win situation. So that's why I chose this field. I was a technical trainer for around 3 to 4 years, and now it's very great learning. See, the word is only great learning when I'm saying it. So it's very great here. You can learn so much, so many things around these. You can say Bharani, data scientist, and we have so many flavors of SMEs around here. So thank you so much, great learning. I really am thankful for everything. Uh, that's all about me. Let's move to Sampriti.
Okay, thank you, Ritvik. So, when I started my career, I was a full stack developer that time. And after that, when I joined my company, like after that was a very short period of time. After that, when I joined my previous company, that time they said you have to work on the data science field. I said I have not a good idea about this. I mean, I never worked on that. They said you have to learn and you have to do this. There is no other option, and they gave me a time period for that you have to learn it and you have to do work on that. I was like, okay, it's not that bad, you can learn. And that time I get to know, okay, this field is really amazing to work with lots of things. I did lots of, like, new projects in this field. And I basically learn a lot on this field. And after that I joined Great Learning. And in this particular company I learned a lot. I mean, how to teach, how to learn. Basically, you can learn something, but while you are teaching these things to someone, you can actually understand how much you learn, right? So this is something I learned a lot from Great Learning. And every day we actually need to keep on learning and upskills ourselves, because it's something, some of the time you feel, okay, I'm losing out of the knowledge I have. So you have to upskill yourself. And in this particular industry you will get to learn a lot. I mean, you will get lots of opportunity to learn. You will have lots of resources to do that. So yeah, that's really great, and I really like that. So yeah, this is something from my side. Over to you, Anirudh.
Thank you so much, Sampriti. It's been beautiful to hear you guys talk about this. Now, to quickly give you a snapshot of how my career started out, I think it has to be engineering. Now, when you think about engineering, there's a very good chance that sometimes when the teachers teach you, you do not understand all of that, and you get bored, you sleep, you eat, you do all these things. Now, I was given one of these opportunities where someone said, "Okay, why don't you take up this topic and why don't you teach people?" Now I did that. I'm very thankful that I did it on probably it was the last class of a weekend or something. I faintly remember a third or fourth semester. Now when I did that, everyone else understood a very complex concept in a very easy way, because I was just bringing up a lot of practical examples. I was just tying everything around the world to that problem solution, and everyone just reverberated completely with with my approach itself. Fast forward to the end of engineering, I was told again by my professors to take a seminar of maybe with an audience of around 2000 people. Here, the entire college was there. Now, this was something I had to prepare for, but they said, "Oh no, you're a spontaneous guy. You won't know the topic until you get to the stage." That was fun. So on stage, it was basically like a very fun challenge saying, teach these guys something which they never have heard of in engineering. Now, are thinking about 2000 people who have come from a varieties of backgrounds, civil, mechanical, all of these things where I was taken aback. Then I started thinking of all the things they might not know. For example, I am a science geek. So apart from the artificial intelligence aspect of my interest, I look towards a lot towards space, science, and all that. So it was a quick thing of me, telling them about so many basic concepts. So, for example, Bayes' theorem helps if you play a lot of cards, right? People do not know that. Now, when they all play cards, they're happily playing. But if you use a little bit of math, you can get an edge over it. But then don't do it. It's banned in a lot of places, but you can do it. Now, people didn't know this, so I picked this up. The second thing is how the universe is expanding is something that everyone knew, but people didn't know how. Now I just put it out. I spoke about the Big Bang. I spoke about all of these things. Again, it was an amazing conversation. So this got me into teaching. This got me into being more curious about how best can I teach people, right? Having the advantage of being born in a family where a lot of New York bestseller authors are our friends, it's been an absolute pleasure to have conversations with them to see how they engage with their audience. Right now, if a book is a New York bestseller, I am pretty sure it would have touched almost all the corners of the globe. Now, to talk to that author is something that was intriguing. Now, these are all the tiny things. The biggest impact, I think, was when I got into artificial intelligence. When I got deeply interested in it, was when I tried to see how a baby learns, how a kid learns. First of all, to think about artificial intelligence, you have to have human intelligence covered. Once you understand how humans learn, then you can probably be good at teaching a machine to learn. Now, keeping all of this in mind, I was so fascinated by this that right from the day one of my career till now, it's just been on this trend train that's just been taking me one step closer, all the way to this endless ocean of artificial intelligence. Right now, when they say there's a light at the end of the tunnel, I can tell you the end of the tunnel for artificial intelligence is pretty far away. So it's just that curiosity, it's the interest, it's the passion that has kept me going, and I cannot wait for all these years to come. And with Great Learning, it's been amazing. It's an absolute pleasure. I take full pride in being part of this organization, because the impact we are having on all of the people, it is very close to my heart at the end of the day. Back to you, Sohini.
That's really nice to hear, guys. So I think Aniket on the chat has come back asking his question. I think he meant to ask. So he says he's recently graduated in electrical engineering, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to switch my career to IT, but I do not know how to start. Please tell me. Ritik or Faizan, you want to take that? Any one of you?
Okay. Before that, hi Aniket. Actually, already Great Learning has come up with a video. If you don't know, that's on how to start coding in 2021. And in that video, I've covered a lot of things, which is especially meant for you, if you are asking that question. So, first of all, please go there and watch that video. You will get all the answers there. And in a short way, if I have to answer it here, is just that take any programming language, one programming language. You have to first of all, research about it. See, I'm not the person that I can say you go for C language or Java language or Python language. I'm not the right person. It's just that you have to Google it, you have to answer it on your own, and you have to find it. Because you see, when you will become a developer or when you will become a data scientist or anything, uh, your half of the life will be only searching and Googling. If you're not starting that right now, then I can't help you. So that's what I'm saying. Please go and Google it, and please watch the video. That's really very important. Faizan, if you want to add something.
Yes. So it depends, right? If you are someone who is looking for competitive programming, he is aiming for those companies like Amazon, Facebook, Google, then obviously your friend is DSA, data structures and algorithms. You cannot skip that, right? And now to support that to code that, code data structures and algorithms, you need a specific language, right? You can either go for Java or C++. Again, depending upon if you know Java, it's well and good. Start coding in that. If you don't know Java, then definitely you should go for C++, because as compared to Java, it is much more faster. And most of these CP programmers they use C++ because it is fast. Now that is one side of it. If you're looking for web development, right? Now it depends again. If you're looking for front end part or back end part, that depends upon you. Or if you're looking for data science, right, then Python is the best language you can think of, right? So it depends, right? So you have all these several fields, and it depends upon the person's interest, what he's looking for. You can Google it. You can think of what what is the passion that drives you, right? So if you think that you are a problem solver, go for DSA. If you think you are interested in data drives you crazy, right? So data science is the field, right? So you have all these variety of the IT and software field is very vast, and you cannot be picky. Okay, I will go here and there. So you have to think, and you need to understand what is your passion, and then you have a specific domain that you can work upon. Okay, so that is my take on it. Okay, over to you, Savini.
Sure, sure, sure. Thanks so much, Ritik and Faizan, for answering. Aniket and Aniket, by the way, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll actually find tons and tons of courses and videos on our channel around IT and software. And also on Great Learning Academy, you will find a lot of free courses. You can actually complete them, get a certificate, and add them to your resume and LinkedIn profile. I think that's a great start, right? All right. So I'm actually really curious, guys. You guys, all of you, all experts take live session every day on our YouTube channel. Now, I'm sure that most of our learners are existing subscribers. A lot of them might be your fans, and they actually really enjoy your classes, and they may be religiously visiting you every day as well to attend your classes, right? So can you guys, do you guys actually remember some of your regular fans or learners who never miss your sessions? Would love to know that. Let's begin with Sampriti. Sampriti, do you remember names of any of your learners who visit you regularly and never miss your sessions?
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, Kashyap Pandu is one of the student who like he used to come to every single session I took, and there is one more learner we have, that's King Slayer. I don't know the actual name of that learner. I really wanted to know, but yeah, they are actually someone that who used to come for the every session, and they do have lots of doubts, and they do actually like helping their peers as well. That's I really like, so that's why their name came to my mind for the very first time.
All right, awesome. What about you, Faizan?
So I do have several. One today's session, and he comes regular. His name is programming language. So that is the name, right? So apart from that, you have Techno. There's one more guy named Techno. Yes. So now the guys who are having their real name, like Mayuk is there, Abhishek is there. They do attend my sessions regularly, and they keep asking questions, right? So one more guy is there. His name is Brett Lee. So you keep having these guys around. Yes.
That's nice to know that you guys actually keep an eye out on your learners as well. I think there's one more on our session today as well who said Faizan sir is the best. So his name is Khalid Bhatt, I think. All right, yes, over to you, Anirudh.
I've had a lot of people. One of these guys who always stands out right from the start of my career, believe it or not, till the live session I took yesterday or in the last week. His name is Rajesh Kadam. Now, Rajesh, I want you to have a conversation with me because you are a very, very interesting guy. No matter where I was, what organization I've been a part of, or what domain I've been teaching towards, this guy is always there asking. He asks questions sometimes. If it's a very complex topic, he might ask a simple question and then he becomes apologetic. He's like, I'm sorry I asked this. I'm like, no, don't be sorry. That's a beautiful question to ask. And we dwell on that. And at the end of the session, when you're expecting a simple question from everyone, he's a guy who asks a very, very complex question. So he asks you some super complex question about statistics, and he's like, how do I do this? I'm like, that needs to be a session on its own, buddy. So, and lot of other people who just show so much enthusiasm into learning. If you go through the comments that we get on all of our sessions, all the videos and everything, you do know that people are putting their genuine efforts into learning. They do take notes. So whenever in these sessions we mention like something like take a notepad, do take a note of all of these things, and at the end you quiz them to see if they've actually done it. Guess what? 95% of the people actually do it. So I think to pick up one or two names is a little difficult when you have an ocean's worth of people who are so curious to learn. So it's going fun. Good question.
What about you, Bharani and Ritvik? Do you guys remember your learners?
Yeah. So I have one student. Her name is Manisha, and why I chose her, from the list of all those thousand of students, because whenever she's asking something, she'll only ask and write it in capital letters. Everything. Now, whenever I can see everything in capital letters, I am not saying the name. I know that it's Manisha. And if you go through my HTML, the session, If you go through it, you can see all the capital letters, all the comments are nothing but of Manisha. So thank you, Manisha, for always looking into my sessions and always commenting on that. And you have lots of questions. Keep on asking. The next one is Aditya Upadhyay. Now he is one of the person. If I'm not clearing his doubt, he's going to again ask it. If again I'm not going to clear it, again he's going to ask it, and that's why I remember him. So it's like one day when I was taking HTML session, I think uh, 4 times I've explained the same thing, but he's like, "Can you please explain me again? Can you please explain me again?" And that's how I remember him. And at last he said, "Okay, sir, I got it." So I was like laughing at that time also, and yeah, these two people are consistent in my sessions,
Yeah.
and I really like them. What about you, Barini? You have a lot of fan following, so you
Yeah.
must be having many.
So one person I remember right off the bat is Mad Max. So as crazy as his name is, so this guy had made this very funny comment on one of my videos, which is, "I will kidnap you and make you my personal teacher," which I found to be very funny. So not only is he a regular attendee, but also he's extremely funny. So Mad Max, if you're watching this, you do not have to kidnap me. I conduct a lot of live sessions, so you can watch me on Great Learning regularly.
Awesome. Super. So really nice to hear that you guys actually remember your learners who keep visiting your sessions. And so yeah, so for all of you learners there, right? This entire week we have actually had a couple of interesting live sessions, which are like a 2020 rewind of data science and AIML and coding and everything. I think you should go watch them because there's where our experts have actually talked about, the current industry trends, what has 2020 been like, and what is it going to probably look like in 2021, the career prospects and everything for you guys. So if you're a fresher or if you're looking for a career change, I think you should definitely watch those live sessions on our channel. All right, so I think with that we had a great conversation and a discussion, and we have come to the end of this live session. However, I just want you learners to know something, which is, of course, you see our faces, you see the faces of our experts who are there with you, who talk to you every day. At least you definitely hear their voices, if not the live sessions, through the recorded videos on YouTube, right? But there is a whole big, huge team behind at the back end who's actually working day and night for all of us to make all of this possible to happen smoothly, right? We have a ton of editors who are there behind at the back end editing all of our videos day and night, hours and hours of videos, right? Like I told you, we have 10 million plus hours of learning on YouTube. So all of these videos get edited by them. We have, of course, our chat moderators and other people who actually help with the technical setup and everything. So I want a big round of applause from all of us, of course, for all of them. Thank you guys for making it possible, for having such wonderful content on our YouTube channel. And I think with that, I would like to end today's discussion and conversation here. I hope you guys enjoyed this exclusive session with our experts, and keep learning and have a great year ahead in 2021. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New Year.